the thing I said or did for you that time.
Patty, you must try the meatballs. You think he's not enjoying the party?
Laura, we are all enjoying the party.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
This is a message from a small, distant world.
Bienvenidos al futuro. Un universo desgarrado cada vez más lleno de agujeros negros. Bienvenidos a Cuántica Rey. Una chupadita.
Demasiados agujeros. De vuelta a casa.
¡Cuidado! ¡Un agujero negro! ¡No está aquí!
Y ahora no consigo.
El universo está muriendo.
Los baños, me hablaste de una fiesta, una rave que nunca termina, una super mega party. La DJ.
¿La terrorista?
Activista performance.
En mi nave no.
¿Dónde esconde la reliquia? ¡Qué botellín!
Estrella galaxia. Malditos cracks.
¡Está perdiendo el control!
Estos tiempos más que nunca hay que creer en algo. En los Talabi, en el rock, en una mujer desnuda.
¿Qué has hecho ahora, Galilei?
¡Dios!
Dejémoslo en producto de tu imaginación.
Este mundo intentará domar tu corazón. Inquebrantable. Nunca, nunca permitas a nadie más.
unknown.
Did anyone else from the team make it off that ship?
All scans have come up negative, James.
I'm starting to think no one else made it.
At least this sector will now be clear of the Offworlders' rule.
Yeah, but this sector will be crawling with marooned Offworlders for years.
Greetings, everyone out there in internet land. My name is Troy Bernier, and this is the Miami International Science Fiction Film Festival. And boy, we have a sweet treat for you today, coming to you from GMT time. Inverted. Okay, we're on the other side of the world at the moment, slowly approaching Europe as we've crossed Asia, crossing these two massive continental masses. And we're gonna report to you some very interesting things that are coming across the ether. Get this one, folks. Star Wars is now nostalgia for millennials instead of Gen Xers. How is this possible? This is possible because it keeps on giving. And you've got a great story, you've got a wonderful tale, the metrics are in your favor, the audience won't stop looking and paying. So regardless, stick with the same old song, stick with the same old story, stick with the same old characters, stick with the same old ship, stick with the same old blasters. Keep it going, because if it works, don't change it. That means if you have a film and everybody loves that film and the film is nuts, don't say to yourself, oh, let me make something different. Okay, people are going to do that, right? But what it also means is you just put a stop on whatever that cash cow was making. You just killed that golden goose. Now it's okay to do it like this. Yeah, we're making a part 2, but we got another one also that we're doing at the same time. You're leveraging that asset to make the other asset. That's perfectly fine. And you can do it at as many iterations as you like. But if you got something good, we'd like to see the second version. We'd like to see what happens to. We'd like to know when. Is that kind of easy? Also in sci-fi news, there's been a lot of talk about this new Star Trek Starfleet Academy. I've watched the first episode, and let me tell you, not only is it in line with Roddenberry's framework, but it's also has some nice twists to it. Also, there's a little bit of mystery of what's really going on. So it works, despite there being a Klingon who's not a bumbling warrior with a batlet, but he's a guy who actually wants to help other people, right? That's okay, because I guarantee you, I absolutely guarantee you, he's going to go nuts in a couple scenes and uses a batlet and starts chopping people up into dicing and slicing, and it's gonna come. They're gonna do it. Of course, we're gonna get it. All right, it's okay. Last thing. Oh man, everything is about Star Trek and Star Wars right now. People are going nuts. But in any case, just to summarize, there's a lot of really good stuff coming out. There's a lot of incredible independent film that's out. We're seeing independent film numbers that are off the chain in every metric. Okay. So get your tickets for MiSciFi. You're going to have a fabulous time. We have over 20 countries represented. There are over 50 films in the physical event. There are over 80 films in the virtual festival. And we have dozens of screenwriters who will be in attendance that you'll be able to evaluate them. All right, let's bring on to our latest and greatest. We have, and of course, this is not in any specific order. Just in a matter of pushing buttons here, right? We have Catherine, we have Pla, and we have Hai Kwan. How you all doing?
Doing great.
Pretty good.
Great. Waiting to go to Miami.
Oh yeah, we got something coming for you here. It's actually cold in Miami. It's cold weather for the first time in probably it's it's the Florida winter. The Florida winter, should I say the Miami winter,
Yeah.
really is about 2 to 3 weeks long. It's 2 to 3 weeks long. I lived in South Florida long enough. Yes, 2 to 3 weeks long. And during that time, it's very dry. And during that time, it goes down to the single Celsius digits. It gets that cold. And for most people that run around in just a tank top and flip flops, yeah, they're probably uncomfortable. But to a geologist like myself, oh, this is holiday. So give me a break. But yeah, so when you come next week, there's a good chance it'll be in the 60s, which is in the low 20 Celsius, maybe 18 Celsius. Yeah, we could have that.
So we can swim on the beach. We can swim.
Oh, the water should be warmer than the air. So yeah, and especially coming from Majorca, not Majorca, Sevilla, right? Yeah. The water's gonna be perfectamente for you. It'll be very nice for you. I guarantee the water will be very good, very refreshing. Yes. And how about you, Taekwon? Whereabouts are you beaming in from?
I'm in Vancouver, Canada.
Vancouver. Wow, we definitely have the whole timeline. It's real early. Vancouver.
Yeah,
it's early in the morning over there.
It's 5:30 in the morning right now.
Good man. Well, that's awesome. And Catherine, you're coming to us. I saw from not Beijing, from Shanghai.
Yeah,
Shanghai.
I'm currently in Shanghai at this moment, but I'm going to LA on next Monday.
Los Angeles.
Yes. Yeah.
Good luck. That airport is a disaster.
I know.
Everybody, on the Reddit feeds, they're constantly complaining about the airport. So with all things here, let's get started and continue. Catherine, tell us a little bit about your film Light Chaser. Why did you decide to produce this film? What's the inspiration behind that?
Actually, this is a film school graduation project.
Awesome.
Yeah. And the inspiration is pretty much from the concept I had in my mind for a long time, which is the very abstract concept of like this cosmic longing of someone, seeking for something like intangible, something greater than what we can see in the physical world. And it's only when we were shooting like our midterm project, when I was in that like film school, actually this Shanghai Vancouver Film School is, I think Guan might know it. Sorry, because
Vancouver Film
School in Shanghai, at Shanghai campus. Vancouver Film School has 2 campuses, like one in Vancouver and the other in Shanghai. So that's where I went to do my film school. Yeah, sure. Actually, yeah. So in the inspiration is like it comes to the midterm project when we're shooting on set the second day, and during the sunset golden hour, I just saw our cinematographer, who was also a classmate of mine, just chasing the sunset, just like running around on the field to capture whatever he could at the moment, because we have some shots we need to get done. And he was just so crazy and so excited. And that scene, seeing him just running around chasing the sunset, chasing the light, the golden hour light, really kind of moved me. And I thought, all right, I got this, this idea, this like my that abstract concept. I found the shape and form for that.
Yeah,
it's just chasing the light.
Yeah. That's an awesome skill to have. That falls into, and help me folks here, Pilar and Taekwon, that falls into the category of the people that do location, right? So you have a screen, you have a storyboard, and in the storyboard, there's a setting that part of that is, well, we want the light to look a certain way, and the director, of course, gets involved with all of this. And so you only shooting during a certain time of day. You're only shooting during a certain time of day, right? I've done that myself with longevity. I've done that myself with Planeta Desconocido. And all I can tell you is that, in my opinion, is a very important skill. The reason why, the best sort of light for your project is always the sun. It's always the sun. And if you can work within that envelope and you tell everybody, which means it's in your blog, it's in your cover letters, it's in your bio, it's in your testimonials, it's in in your interviews, right? So once, remind me to make sure that people use clips from all of these. I'm not going to give it a clip. You take the clip and you put those in part of your broadcast. Right now, you can add the output here. So on all your social medias, the same conversation we're having, you should definitely do that. But that's a very good skill, Catherine. I think it's great. Who are your professors that stood out to you? Talk about them always.
My professor, he is also a screenwriter. He's written a couple screenplays for some of them has made into movies. His name is Stephen Kunc, Kunc. I think you can just Google his name. It will pop up there. It's like my mentor, and he's always there for me when I was, re-editing and re-editing my scripts, re-editing my final project. Yeah.
Yes, that's awesome. So, Pilar, tell us a little bit. Well, actually, you know what I'd like to do after we do that? I'd like to play the trailer. Right, I want to play the trailer for your light change, so people get a chance to see this.
Okay.
In other words, see what you're talking about.
Right? Okay.
Hold on a second. This thing is. These computers always want to get information about you. All right, we're going to play the trailer real quick.
Okay.
Oops, made a mistake. It's too early in the morning. Okay, that's working. Now it's working.
This color has changed. It senses their energy. They're getting closer.
Was that an
I
onk?
don't think it's coming today.
They said he's crazy, but he's just a unicorn.
He didn't just vanish. The light took him back home.
Andy, open up!
Ivan? What's wrong?
The light. The light is coming.
I saw all the answers to every life's mystery. You need to leave everything behind.
Ooh, we want to see more of this. We want to see more of this. That's very cool. Can you tell me that, where did you get the horse from, Catherine?
I think our producer got it from a horse training school.
This was shot in California.
Take a guess. It was all shot in Shanghai.
That was shot in Shanghai also.
Yes,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Because there's sci-fi fanatics out there are gonna say that looks like the same horse that was in Blade Runner.
Oh,
but it's not. It's two different. It would have been too old.
It's actually that horse is actually the sister of the horse from Blade Runner.
Come on now. You're serious?
No, I'm not.
Okay. Good. Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. Okay, let's get back to Pilar. Who is that next to you, Pilar? He looks familiar.
Yeah, it's Paco is the director.
Hi.
Hola, Paco. ¿Cómo está?
Hola. Bien, bien.
Todo bien. Igualmente, señor. Igualmente. mi español está malo, okay, malo. Yo
My English too. Don't worry.
Meorquín in castellano is no similar, you know. No functional. So
Use
tell us,
my bad English too, eh?
see. So tell us a little bit about why Quantum Rave came into being. Why did this come into being? And we already showed the trailer for it. So what we're going to do, we're going to play the trailer, but we're going to kind of have it silent playing while you're telling us. So tell me, why did you make this extremely artistic film?
Well, Quantum Rave is well, it's really, for me, it's really different because, well, Paco and me, I am the producer, but we are brothers too.
Your siblings.
Yeah. So this history started with long time ago, like maybe 4 years, but Anis is this film is really special because it's like a comedy, a sci-fi, but it's a musical. So the more important thing we want to do is do all like the analytic stuff, all the effects, all everything. So for us it was like a really adventure to find the financial to find the movie to do it, because in Spain it's not easy to have the financial for this kind of movie. So this is really different. So for me, we was like imagination, the way to do this with really low budget, but with really love, because Paco have been working long time with this kind of genre sci-fi, and doing in the normal way the people shooting and do the things. So this we try to you had the
the pitching is better.
The pitch is better than we have.
Yeah, the pitch is definitely is good. It's a very good pitch. However, I would say some things about that, but we can cover that a little more in depth again. But I think that I'm real interested in what a lot of the filmmakers are telling you. I really am very interested in what they would be telling you. And one of those reasons, I think, is because the way you packaged the deal, the way the deal was packaged, what is it doing good for you, or did it have a counter effect? That was it. Because there's so much to talk about your film. In fact, we definitely should try to do another interview, because it's different when you're doing interviews with feature films and shorts.
Yeah,
features can have so much more to discuss than a short. And your film, Quantum Rave, has so many different settings in there, in each act.
Yes.
That would it be fair to say that your film has 5 acts? Is that fair to say, or 3?
Second.
Film. Yeah, the first was the Furious Mackenzie, a monster movie in 80s style, a B movie of monster, home invasion.
Is it 3 acts? There's 3. Is it 3 acts, or is it more acts or less acts?
In the film.
Yeah, when you wrote it, yeah.
Three. They're not 3.
It was 3 acts. To me, it has more, but because of it's almost like there are 2 journeys that are taking place in the film. Two journeys.
Let's see. I think the interesting about Paco is to ask him about what the reference and in his mind, with kind of imagination. And these are the real purpose about this, because it's a comedy, but it's a road movie, but is we talk about God, we talk about the society. There are too many things in there.
Yeah, that's right. And why did you make this story have a reference between boomers and millennials?
Yeah,
there's conflict between boomers and millennials, and it's kind of funny.
Yeah, I love sci-fi since I was a young boy. Sci-fi, and I tried to make a film, not it's a space opera, but not only a space opera, because I want that the film explain some physics, ¿cómo sería? Algo de física.
Quantum ray, because is a sign. A sign is not a sci-fi. It's a sign inside the.
I tried to make a sci-fi film with physics argument inside, and I tried to make a new world with music and sound reference.
Right.
And try to make a new universe. They are a bunch of
intergalactic misfits. Look at Paco.
They are all the characters are outsider,
right?
And they are so alone that they need and in Western is where millennials and boomer meet in a mission.
In a road movie, but it's a road space movie, you know.
Right. So who is this lady here?
This lady there is the ¿quién es?
The string theory is become in this field in a group of clones that domain the world.
The villanos.
And the 11 dimensions.
The villana.
Wow.
Too many villanas, the same
one. Amazing. Well, let me also this scene here, okay? When they were when this scene is about, is it close to 4 or 5 minutes long? This scene where the crooner boy is singing. And I can tell you right now, the average person is going to be like, what in the world happened here? Okay. Catherine and Taekwon, would it be fair to say that you're not going to be attending the festival? I'm talking outside. Otra personas.
Sí, Taiwan. Sí.
Taekwon, are you attending the festival?
Probably not.
Right. And Catherine, would you be attending?
I think I probably will not be there in Miami, but I'm looking forward to the virtual screening.
Yeah. I highly recommend to watch this art piece. And let me say this much, and this is to the rest of the world as well, to you, Paco. This scene was so abundant with character, emotion, the performance it's beyond. If you had sensors of measuring all these different variables, they would all be on overload. There's such an incredible amount of love that is coming from this scene, of positivity, it's like I felt like I was there.
Yeah.
I felt like I was there. You know, I have a little bit of bias because, you know, I did live in Spain for a bit. So you know, so the culturo, you know, I totally get it, right? It's like this. It's like this. Okay. And when he opened up, he's singing, right? So get this, he's singing, he opens up his coat and he has a vocoder.
Yeah.
A vocoder. And he's adjusting the vocoder, which is, and there's a form of music called industrial music. And industrial music was really popular in the 80s and 90s because it's a blend of noise with rhythm. Okay. And people would dance to this noise because it had rhythm. And these artists would have vocoders to alter the tone of their voice and the dynamics of it. But for him to have it here, not on the floor, but it's here on him, that was so beyond creative. It blew my mind. I had to go back and watch this so many times and contact everybody. You've got to see this. You know, I can't tell you everything I did off while we're recording. I'll tell you later. But you know, it's an excellent piece of work, an amazing, excellent piece of work, Paco. Okay, this must be seen by as many and I say film festivals because film festivals, you have groups of people, groups of like-minded people. And when groups of like-minded people come together to observe a film, they can spread it to other groups of like-minded people. So it becomes like a cult classic, meaning it'll never die. 15 years from now, people are going to still be watching this film. Wherever it is, wherever the home resides for this film, people are going to still be watching this film.
Wow. I'm so glad about your feeling about our movie.
Yes, I'm 100%. I am 100% certain.
I'm so excited to be there because we are going to be there.
Yes.
We are right on Friday. You remember?
Yes.
Pick up us from the airport, please.
Just I will pick you from the aeropuerto. Just give me the time and the airline you're flying in, because I know Chetty's coming in on Aero Europa.
Okay,
and I think you're coming on Aero Europa also, right?
Too, but he's gonna arrive Thursday and we arrive Friday.
Right.
That's it.
Okay.
The same flight. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, let's go on to Mr. Taekwon. I'm pronouncing that right, please?
Yes, Thai, okay. And my last name is Kwon.
Yes. All right. Awesome. So, tell us, Taekwon. Tell us.
Yeah, I write
mnemonic.
Yeah, mnemonic, called mnemonic. So first thing, I am a 3D animator, and this is my first time writing screenplay. So and my inspiration comes from the city where I live in. When I walk down the street, especially downtown, I see a lot of homeless people. They're under substances.
Wow.
And all of a sudden, at the same time, I was thinking the majority of us, like, we are also addicted to, SNS or online streaming, broadcasting, something like that. That kind of gives you a lot of provocative content and some dangerous content. A lot. I think I all of a sudden I was thinking, are we so different from those of who living in the street? They are escaping reality from using substances, and majority of us is escaping reality through SNS or those kind of stuff.
Right.
Are we so different? I don't know. I would say
no. You're taking it very seriously. You're taking it very seriously. And this is a picture of you.
Yeah, that's me.
So this is you after you wake up in the morning. You're still asleep.
Yeah.
Right. So so, and once again, folks, the name of the film is Mnemonic, and hold on a second here. I'm gonna bring that file up here. This is a screenplay. This is a screenplay, so it's not a film. It's a screenplay. I may have misspoke there. It's a screenplay. So it's mnemonic, and mnemonic is, if you allow me, Ty, in a world addicted to artificial euphoria, a scientist haunted by painful memories finds himself piercing together fragments of the past to rediscover what truly means to remember.
Yes. So it sounds kind of, vague, but actually its story talks about during the Third World War. It's gonna happen in the next, I don't know, 100 years. So during the World War, this scientist who create a machine for those people who got injured, from like soldiers or those war victims who got injured, to relieve the pain. And how it works is you put it on your head, and this will stimulate your brain and produce dopamines or any kind of chemical reaction in your brain that's gonna relieve your pain. But the side effect is that because it provides a lot of dopamine, it comes from your memories, from your happy memory from the past, and this machine will recall all the good memories and happy memories, and it allows you to stay there, not coming into reality. So all the people in the world is addicted to this machine, but few guys, the guy who invented this machine, he cannot, even though he really wants to, he really wants to escape from the reality, but he cannot, because all the good memories that he have is with his wife, which is killed from the war. So, he's trying to memorize, recall all the good memories, but then at the end he ends up with his wife death. So he cannot get into to the sleep.
That's a hell of a. That would make a hell of a book, and it also would make a hell of a feature film, or a hell of a series. Okay,
could be.
I tell folks, movies are great to make, but when it comes to a point of maybe a back burner, you might want to take the route of a series. And the series, of course, series has to be sort of like a spin-off from it, so it cannot really have the main character, but it could potentially have dips of the main character, but primarily it's going to be more about the universe that book story is set in. And I say that has why I think these things have value this now is because there's so many. It's so easy to watch programming today than it was 20 years ago. 20 years ago, we only had a certain number of channels. People weren't walking around with complete movie projection systems in their hands. So you had to go somewhere to watch something. Nowadays, you could be in your bed before the last hour of your day. You could take in 1 or 2 episodes, which is how a lot of people watch content nowadays. So it's right on your phone, and you're not disturbing the next person. So there's an incredible bouquet of content that's available, and this is all evidenced by the number one movie investment that there is, and that's in science fiction. It's now, and that's argued because people say, well, horror makes the most money. Yeah, but horror's byproducts is not the civilization you really want to live in. Hope is. Hope is. So, okay, you guys, Catherine knows what I'm talking about. Okay, so these are incredible opportunities for the filmmakers, and it's easier now. It's more easier now than ever to make films, especially with. So, I think all of you are on the right path. All of you have incredible opportunities. And it's just a matter of the mechanisms and resources that are put in front of you to allow these things to continue. Okay, because it's there. There are not that many creatives in the world. They kind of make us think there are all of these creatives in the world because of social media. These people are not creative. They're not creative. They're only being amplified by the hate engine. You don't want that. So last year, I'll just say this little piece here. Last year, this was the theme of the festival. Last year, this was the theme of the festival. We multiply. It was the fact that there were so many of us from so many parts of the world were able to come together and produce this amazing opportunity. And people argue about it. They keep trying to make these new stories with these zombies and all of this destruction and death. They never last. What's lasting are stories of hope, struggle with an end, struggle with a positive end, and collaboration and community. These are the stories that keep doing well. As crazy as The Simpsons is, at the end of the day, it's still a family story. It's about the family. They're just reacting to the chaos that's out there. That's the only way you positively could spin The Simpsons. So I have a lot of faith in people like yourself that I can imagine 5 years from now seeing your next work. To be honest, I hope it doesn't take you 5 years. I'd rather wait like 15 months. But yeah, so keep at it and tell me a little more. Tell me a little more, Taekwon. What is your opinion of where you think or how your screenplay? Just tell me, how is your screenplay performing, and have you gone to other locations to see your screenplay in any performance, or what's the byproduct that's of submitting your screenplay to other competitions?
Well, I think I applied a couple of competitions in New York and in LA, and yeah, I win a couple of the screenplay awards.
Congratulations!
Congratulations! Thank you, and I really want to sell my story.
Yeah. That part. Okay, so Catherine, Paco, Pilar, I see a lot of filmmakers, right, that have amazing abilities, and they're like, I want to make my story. I want to make my story. I want to make my story, and they're so in love with it, nobody else can touch it, and it's like, well, wait a second, did anybody help you edit it? No, I can tell that what's going on. They're doing everything themselves, and it's okay to do that, but guess what? If you have an expert in editing, I guarantee the film's going to be better. If you have an expert writer, I guarantee your story is going to be better. Better yet, if your story passes through 5 other really good writers' hands, more people are going to want to see that product in the end. I guarantee it. There's so much evidence that proves that. Okay, so whatever it takes, if it requires you to, hey, I need you to, hopefully look at this, look at that. Here's a couple $100, and I'll take you to dinner 2 or 3 times. Whatever it takes, just get a little something to help you produce and complete these things. Get someone else's story. It's already fleshed out. That's half the freaking job. That's half the job. Half the job is a good story. There's so many good films with great scenes. The judges hate them because the stories aren't fully developed. They're not fully developed, right? And they don't pass muster. But if you have a great story, that's the rest. All you got to do is add your abilities. Add your abilities. And regardless what that story was, it could be a James Bond. You just turned it into the Wizard of Oz. You took James Bond and turned it into the Wizard of Oz. Which one did better? Which one did better, James Bond or The Wizard of Oz? The Wizard of Oz. The Wizard of Oz has done better. It has done better by far. In fact, The Wizard of Oz is the first. I think some people said it's the first. It's the first science fiction, the real first science fiction film. The Wizard of Oz, and we don't treat it like it's a science fiction. But if you were back then, when that film was made, that's a science fiction. So, Pilar, Paco.
Sí.
So what has been, and thank you so much, Tay. That was awesome.
No problem.
Pilar and Paco, tell me, what is Quantum Rave doing? How is it being received in outside in Spain and outside of Spain?
But we don't know. We don't know really yet, because
it's too early to tell.
First festival.
Yes, we are this that's the premiere with you.
Okay, wow, look at this world premiere. Holy smoke. Okay.
We have soon a new festival in Spain, but now it's secret.
No, we can't say anything yet. But
I know. I have an idea who it is. If you're going to talk like that, I know who it is.
But maybe it's gonna be more accepted outside Spain that maybe here.
Okay.
I hope.
Okay. So you just don't, the film is so new, you don't know yet. But you have a background. But you have a background in filmmaking. You all come from a very popular film and theatrical group. So you are not newbies at any of this, and it's perfectly identifiable. There's evidence in your film. Your film is not. There's zero CGI. There's zero CGI in that film, Catherine. What you saw? Zero CGI.
Zero.
Yes. You didn't use any visual effects software to make all those things.
Well,
I work with After Effects, but all the chip that appears in the film are all film like
everything is almost is analogic.
Yeah.
And we do with a small planet, like maquetas, or we are shooting with imagination, and later it's almost we use some After Effects, something.
Right.
For example, the black hole is a ¿cómo es una capa? Una tela.
It's a cape.
The black hole is a
cape.
Tela, una tela, ¿sí? Lentejuelas with bright.
With lights on it, yeah. That's amazing. That's amazing.
With three persons moving the structure.
Yeah, that's amazing. And the only thing I'll say to that is you should, I hope that the future, the next thing you produce is a continuation or a spin-off from this universe, because it is so creative. It's amazing how creative this is. Even if you have to license it to some other production entity to produce it, it would be worth its while, because it's going to continue to give. This is something that could be a weekly show.
Okay, we didn't think about it.
Yeah. Like Doctor Who. Like Doctor Who is, can be a weekly show. It could be a weekly show. Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
Oh, that is there.
Yeah.
All right. So with the time that we have, I'd just like to have each of you, starting with Catherine, to just ramp up where you're going, what's next for you, and where you'll be able to see it. You're muted, Catherine. You're muted.
Okay. So I'm currently working on my first feature. Like I have the Script pretty much done. And I do have kind of like a co-producer. That's why I'm going to LA next week to kind of do a field trip. And then I'm going to Portland the week after, to kind of finish up this field trip so I can finish up whatever I have left in my script and then doing the next steps. Yeah, that's pretty much
That's a great goal. That's a great goal. That's really positive news. Congratulations with that.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah.
And Taekwon?
I'm working on another screenplay, and I'm also, doing freelance, some 3D animation and VFX. So,
can I ask, were there any films that we may know that you've done some visual effects for?
Not really yet, but because
not really.
Because I was not doing it for movie industry. It's more about,
Okay. Awesome. Well, congratulations, of course, with your endeavors. And Pilar and Paco?
Sorry, our future. Well, in the company we are doing another kind of projects, but we don't really know which is gonna be the next one with Paco. But but we are gonna think about what you say about to do the the second chapter. But maybe he's thinking another things. But sci-fi always. Funny things, crazy things, but always with a background which is his crazy man.
With his crazy mentality.
Yes, that's it. It's a conflict. It's a conflict,
Unmedicated, of course.
If you know.
Awesome. All right, folks. Well, thank you so much for joining us on this brief opportunity, and I hope that you sign up for some individual interviews that we will have later on, especially during the virtual festival, because there's a lot more time. It's 2 weeks long. So enjoy the rest of your days, and if you're coming to MiSciFi, we're going to welcome you. We're going to be happy to have you, and if you're just going to be part of the virtual, that's great too. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a fabulous time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And see you soon.
See you soon. All right. See you soon. Bye for now.
Go to Miami.
Bye-bye. Thank you very much.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
This is a message from a small, distant world.